Plummer.
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Bias. Thank you for meeting with me after your lesson. I really appreciated getting into your classroom today, or was it Tuesday? Well, it was great to have to watch you in your lesson. As we had talked before, we were going to, you were going to do a vocabulary lesson. You were looking to teach them base words and their meanings. How do you think that went?
Actually, I think it went really well. Thank you for suggesting that I pull the group of the students that we recognized. I think it was a really good way for me to sit with those students once I pulled them into a small group and then just worked with them that way, because then I could pull them for a reteach and present the information a little bit differently, because they were struggling in that whole group.
Because you were doing
that
whole
you
group
noticed.
and then you pulled them. That was great that you did that like right away. I thought that was a great idea. I also liked when we sat down, now I'm focused on your small group lesson and how you modeled some of the words. You pulled up some vocabulary words that they're working on. You demonstrated to them how from a base word can create more words. And you had a lot of visuals. I think you had an anchor chart. You had some flashcards with base words, with the vocabulary word, and then they had to see if they can pull that out of the vocabulary word itself. Could they make additional words? I thought that really helped.
Right. I thought the focus would be good if we could pull apart like the prefixes and the suffixes. We could look at the base word, and then it also gave them the opportunity to see if they could come up with any related words. And
was fun. That was fun.
That is not easy for kids that are still learning how to speak English. So it was a lot of fun. It was helpful, and I appreciate your tips with that beforehand.
I think that's what I noticed then. There were I think you had 7 children. There were about 2 of them that seemed to be struggling. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so the 2 little girls that were still struggling, they just came to us recently from Brazil. So they're still learning the language. I don't speak Portuguese, so we're working together. I think the visuals helped them, so I'm going to continue to work with them and then maybe even send the visuals home.
That would be a great idea. I like that. The idea of you doing your lesson, as we talked before, was understanding words, their main vocabulary, and how many words have a base word in it.
Right.
And to point that out, kids sometimes just go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that." So I saw that in the lesson again. I was really impressed with that.
Thank you.
What it's going to lead to is they're going to be taking tests, and they're going to have vocabulary words in a test, and they might recognize that base word, and it should be at their level. So they should start seeing base words familiar. It's going to help drive them to know the definition better.
Right.
So I liked your lesson.
Thank you. And that was the part that I struggled with, because you had mentioned that I have to keep it on grade level. So I had to use the words that are on grade level, even though, I want to teach them some lower grade level words. Do you think that would be okay if I still did that with them?
It might be good so that they build their confidence, that they recognize those lower level words and go, yeah, I remember this word. Oh, now it makes sense what it meant.
So I can do that too.
That would be a great idea, and I'd like to come back, and if you have another lesson on it, I'd love to see that again.
Okay.
I know I'm going to see incredible growth and change.
Okay.
I think just you're practicing, trying it again, but the idea that you had that with-itness, that you right away, after a whole group, immediately saw those not quite getting it in their faces, and you immediately pulled a small group. I think that's the best way to practice. Right away, get it done and work on it.
Yeah, I think so too. So just using that intervention time that's already built into the schedule was helpful, and we don't always get to it. So I'll be more mindful to use that right away.
It was great.
But thank you.
Do you have any other thoughts or questions you want to share?
No, I guess just pop in next time and see how things are going. Let me know.
I'd love to.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.